personalize your glow up. My glow up might not look like your glow up. You cannot be superhero honey and glow up at the same time. Is it making me a better person? I am happier, I am feeling supported, I am feeling loved. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want us to talk about glowing up in 2024 because we are not playing small anymore, right? So I have been doing a lot of glowing up in the last few months, and I thought it would be nice to share the things that I am doing and the things that I want to start doing and continue doing so that you guys can get on the train to glow up and elevate and become our highest version. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure your post notifications are turned on because I will be doing many videos like this one and you don't want to miss any of that. Make sure you subscribe. And by the way, thank you guys so much for 15,000 of you. Oh my god, my community is growing and it gives me so much joy to see many of you joining us and learning and loving it and sharing your experiences and interacting with my content. That means so much to me, so thank you so much for subscribing. So I do have my notes here because I want to make sure I don't leave anything. I don't want to leave anything, and I want us to have like a nice little chat so that we are, you know, on the same page and we get on this elevating glowing up journey together, because I don't want to leave any of you behind. And so here goes. So if you're on a glow up journey, or you want to change your life, or you want to become better and you want to elevate yourself, you want to become your highest possible version, there's so much that you need to do, and it's a lot. It can be a lot and it can be overwhelming in the beginning, but I'm going to break it down so that it's easy to digest and it's easy to follow through, and you can take some notes, or you can come back to this video and watch and get that motivation to get going and become better. I have classified the glow up journey into different sections. So I do have a physical glow up, I do have an emotional, mental and internal glow up, and I have some lifestyle tips that you can keep in mind to glow up and stay on course. We will start with the physical glow up, which is what most people know as glowing up, you know, just the way you look, the way you present yourself, the way people see you. That's mainly what people get to see as glow up, and there's a lot to do here for sure, but it's in the simplest of things. It's in the little tiny things that you tend to ignore on a daily that add up to your physical glow up. To start us off is drink water. Honey, just drink your water. Make sure you're drinking at least 8 glasses of water every day. I have my jar here. This is my third for the day. It's 500 ml and I should take 4 of these every day. This is my third one. I'll for sure take the last one before I go to bed today. So drinking water is essential in clearing your skin, hydrating your skin and keeping your body systems running. So if you want to look your best, you definitely need to be drinking a lot of water, and that is as part of, you know, cleaning out your diet and eating healthy, which brings us to the next point. Eat healthy food. That's vegetables, your fruits, take supplements if you have to. I am fixing my diet. I am on that journey. I recently cleared out my fridge and my snacks cabinet. My goal is to have more healthy food as opposed to unhealthy food, and because I know I can be an emotional eater, I am trying to at least keep healthy snacks. So if I feel like I need to eat something, then I can grab an apple or another kind of fruit, or I can have some healthy treats to have at home. So eating healthy food is definitely a major if you want to glow up physically. The other point on physical glow up is to develop a good skincare and body care routine. Now this is where you have to be very patient with yourself and really take time to develop your skincare and body care routine. It's taken me quite some time to figure out what my body skin needs and what my facial skin needs, and I've been on that journey for quite some time. So I have oily face and my body, the rest of my body skin is dry, so I have completely different routines for my body skin and for my facial skin. So for my face, I've taken some time to know what exfoliants do I need to use. I got on retinol. What cleansers do I need to use? Am I prone to acne or not? What then do I need to use? You know, all that. And I have been going to Thrive. If you haven't watched, if you are new here, I've been doing monthly facials, which I'm due, by the way. I need to book my session. I've been doing monthly facials to help me keep going with my skincare and target the concerns that I have. I do have hyperpigmentation and excess oil production, and I've been doing facials that target that, and so far I can tell I am getting an even skin tone and it's getting better by the day. But it's a lot of work and you have to be really patient with yourself and even with the products that you get. So see a consultant, go get your skin checked, let them advise you on what you need to buy, what you don't need to use, what your skin needs, and then you can start on there. And then now once you have your routine, make sure you're consistent with it. Don't skip your morning skincare routine, don't skip your evening skincare routine. Make sure you moisturize your body every day. It's those little things that add up to the physical glow up that you're looking for, so make sure you do that. I am still trying to stay consistent, especially with my body care, because sometimes, you know, you're like, I just need lotion, I won't do the oils, I won't do the exfoliation, I won't do my weekly exfoliation. But I am trying to really pay attention to my body skin so that as I glow up and my face glows, my body also glows. Another point that is sort of tied to this one, you need to develop a hygiene routine. Every week you need to have like sort of a self-care hygiene routine that you have to do every week. For me, I do have a pamper session that I usually call a pamper sesh. I do this sometimes on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays, where I have an everything shower. I'll wash my hair. It doesn't matter whether I am on braids or not. I'll wash my hair. I'll do my full face routine. I will scrub my body. I'll dry brush my body. Then I will go on and exfoliate my body, use my shower gel, moisturize my body, scrub my feet. I do have that routine that I follow every week, and it adds up to the other routines that I'm doing on the other days of the week. So having a hygiene or a pamper routine every week is definitely going to add up to your physical glow up. Still on the physical glow up, you need to have a maintenance routine, and this is very important. Do you have a maintenance routine where you choose a few days of the month to get your hair done, get your nails done, go get a massage, get your body scrubbed, whatever that looks like for you? You have to set up a specific day or a few days to get to do that. For me, I divide it into two. So I do have a spa day where I get my facial done and I get my waxing done, and I'm actually supposed to be booking an appointment now because I'm due. I need to go in the next week or so. I actually do have 3 days. I have the spa day for waxing and the facial, and then I do have a day to do my nails. I have overlays on my nails, so I have to get them refilled every 3 to 4 weeks. And then on the same day I do my feet. I get a pedicure and change up my fingernails. So that's usually my monthly nail care kind of situation. And then I do have a hair day where I either braid my hair. I used to have locks. The whole of last year I had artificial locks, so I would schedule that together with my nails day because it didn't take long. But now, because I'm braiding my hair, I have to take quite some time to undo it and do it again. So now I have 3 maintenance days, and on these maintenance days I try to make them a little special. I schedule them like on a Monday when, you know, I don't want to do a lot of work, and when there are not many people in the salons or in the spa, so that I can really enjoy it. And then I'll probably take myself out on a date on the same day, and then, you know, buy myself flowers. I just try to make it a whole dating situation for myself, but the whole purpose of doing it is so that I can maintain my physical outlook and look and feel my best. The other point on physical glow up is staying active. Now, I must admit I am struggling here, but I am trying to start on slowly. Probably work out at least 3 times a week. It could be just at home, do some yoga in the house, or get a dance video or a dance routine and do a few times a week, or go out for a walk. I am not really a gym person, and I struggle to go to the gym, partly because I hate crowds and I don't like interacting with people in the morning because I wake up a little crappy, but I can make it work with you know, YouTube videos or getting workout routines that I can do from home. So I'm working towards that, and I hope to stay consistent with that, because besides looking my best, because definitely I might shed some weight here or there, I might tone up my body here and there, I know I will get so many benefits from staying active. One of those being my mental health is going to be supported by working out. So staying active is definitely a plus to your physical glow up. And last point in our physical glow up list, we have to look our best. We have to look our best. It doesn't matter whether we are leaving the house or we are going to work or we are staying at home, we need to look our best. I have made a commitment to myself to wake up every day, shower, get ready, apply my perfume, and wear a nice cute little dress. When I look good, I feel good. And on top of me looking good and, you know, of course looking put together, it has so many benefits to my productivity, even because I feel like I have closed that chapter of being lazy and sleeping and just lazing around to now opening a chapter where I get to sit down, eat my breakfast, and then start my work day. So on physical glow up, get a style. I'm working on changing up my style completely. As I've grown, I've realized some things don't work for me, some trends don't work for me. So I have to change my style, change the clothes that I usually go for. I'm leaning more towards, you know, the classy babe, the neutral colored toned clothes, such kind of things. And I am slowly building a collection of that. So if you want to add on to your physical glow up, check your style, go on Pinterest, build a mood board, and then create one cohesive look that you want to represent yourself. And then slowly start cleaning out your wardrobe and start getting pieces that align with the style you're going for. And now let's get to our emotional, mental, and internal glow up, which is the most important in my opinion. You will not be able to do the physical glow up if you're not feeling your best, if you're not showing up for yourself, if you're not working on what's going on in your heart, and in your mind. So on this, there are quite a number of points, and I will just highlight them and talk about them a little more so we are on the same page. And the first one is go to therapy. I know people have opinions regarding therapy, but for me, it's worked for me in many ways. It has contributed so much to my self-awareness that I have become a totally different person, because I have taken the time to understand myself and learn who exactly I am, what I want to do, why I want to do what I want to do, and all those things. So if you're trying to work on your mind and on your limiting beliefs and on the things that you think make you, I highly suggest you go to therapy. Take some time, maybe 3 months, 6 months, depending on the intensity of your wounds and your traumas. See a therapist, and then, you know, you can start slowly working through your beliefs, slowly dealing with your imposter syndrome, slowly working on the things that hold you back, the things that stop you from becoming who you want to be. Therapy is so important, and all of us need it. You might think you don't need it, but you definitely do need a bit of guidance to help you understand why you do things the way you do them, and if you want to change them, then how can you do it. It's not a place where people teach you on who you should be or what you need to do to become, but they give you tools to cope with regular life situations, and, you know, you learn to act better, respond better, and just generally become a better person. The other thing that you need to do to glow up internally is to start journaling. I cannot emphasize enough how much journaling has helped me, guys. I have been journaling for the last almost 5 years. I've always had a notebook that I sit down and write, but I have taken it seriously the last, I'd say, 2 years. 1 year, 2 years ago, I seriously now started journaling, and it's been mind-blowing, and it's literally changed my life. I am able to be more present with myself, and I have reaped so many benefits from it. Some of those being able to respond better, being able to deal with stress better, being able to understand why I do things the way that I do, because when you journal, it's sort of keeping track of who you are really. You know, sometimes you might forget that you did this, or you said this, or you acted a certain way, but when you journal, it's sort of like keeping yourself accountable and seeing that, okay, why did I do this? It's like learning yourself, but like having another person besides you. So the way I journal, I do brain dumps, and I also do gratitude journals. I also do self check-ins. It all depends on how I am feeling. And I'm going to do a video, actually the video that follows this, I'm going to do a video on journaling so that the beginners in journaling can learn a few things and reap the benefits that I have gotten from journaling. But I'd say get a notebook, sit down and write down how you're feeling. Process your thoughts, process your emotions, process your feelings every day. So get yourself a notebook and sit somewhere that you're totally comfortable. Ask yourself, what am I thinking about? Why am I thinking about this thing? What is important to me? What am I grateful for today? Just have a self check-in and slowly start to understand yourself. And as you keep journaling and keep journaling, you will now start feeling like there are more things that you can write on your journal. There are things that you thought were not important, but they're important to you, and you can now start paying attention to them. And with writing down, it's more like decompressing. It's more like having a conversation with a friend, and that friend should be you. So when you journal, you now start developing your self-trust. On your journal, you can make promises to yourself that you ought to keep. On your journal, you can process hurtful things that you've gone through. On your journal, you can just write a gratitude list and thank God for what you have and what you are. There's just so much you can do on a journal that is so helpful in your internal glow up that I cannot emphasize enough. Another thing you can do to help you glow up internally is reading self-help books. I recently started reading self-help books. Well, I have been a reader for quite some time, but I wasn't consistent. But over the last few months, I've read almost a book every month. And this month, I am reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. And that book, oh my God, I'm only 4 chapters in, but it's amazing. It's an amazing book, and it's so fitting to be a January read because it's keeping me accountable on the habits that I want to change. So whatever you're working towards, find a book that is talking about that and read it, and then now actualize the things that it's saying, or practice or start doing the things the books recommend. Getting self-help books will help you glow internally. Still on self-help, listening to podcasts is also a good way to glow up internally. I have a small habit that I am building that every morning when I am getting ready, I have a podcast playing on my phone. So I just move around with my phone from the bathroom to the bedroom when I'm dressing up, to the kitchen when I am making my breakfast. I have a podcast playing, and it's been sort of starting my days off on the right note because it gives me some sort of motivation. It doesn't even matter what I am listening to. It's just that with podcasts, there's so much you can learn from people. Someone will say a point somewhere and you didn't think you needed that point, but in that moment you realize, oh, that's actually motivating for me, and that will help me pull through the day. Another thing that you can do to glow up internally is discovering hobbies that help you relax and rejuvenate. As adults, we're just busy working, chasing the bag, trying to make ends meet, and we have very little time to ourselves. Yet we do need these things to help us feel like we have a purpose, right? And we need to feel rested, we need to feel fulfilled. For me, my hobbies really do that for me. I thought I had hobbies like creating content, cooking, organizing my house. I thought those were hobbies until I went deeper into the things that used to make me happy as a child, and those have been, number one, gardening. I grew up on a farm and we used to have like little kitchen gardens with skuma wiki and with greens at home, and I didn't realize that would be instrumental in my adult life at all. In fact, I hated it. I'm like, why are we in the mud? But now I have a whole herb garden on my balcony because it gives me some sense of fulfillment to see I've planted something and it's grown and I can actually pluck some leaves and cook with it. Wow, that's amazing. Another hobby that I picked up was coloring. I didn't get to color as a child because that was a privilege I couldn't afford then, or my parents couldn't afford then. So I didn't get to color, I didn't get to play with crayons, crayons, I didn't get to play with colors. But now, because I can't afford getting coloring books and I can buy myself coloring pencils, I have been doing it. A 36 color pencil set for coloring, and sometimes in the evening I'll just sit with my coloring book and just color away. It might look like it's a small thing, but it feeds into that little girl that didn't get to do these things, or that used to do these things, and now I am getting in touch with her. So get yourself some hobbies. If you're struggling to understand what hobbies would be good for you, go back to your childhood and see, what did I really like to do as a child? Did I like to dance? Okay, then maybe I should take a dance class and show up every week to a dance class and dance. Did I like to, you know, cook, makeshift cook or whatever? Just play with toys. Get yourself some toys. It's fine. We have to reparent ourselves, and this will add on to the internal glow up that we're going to get. Another thing that we're going to do to internally glow up this year is to date ourselves. It doesn't matter whether you're in a relationship or not, you need to date yourself. You need to have scheduled time with yourself, whether that's at home cooking your meal or outside at a restaurant. You need to pay attention to yourself and spend some time with yourself to understand how am I feeling, okay, what's going on in my life. You know, just like in relationships, we go on dates so that, you know, we can kind of catch up with each other and have some time away from our regular environments to catch up and see how the relationship is going. And this is the same thing you need to do to yourself. You have a relationship with yourself and you need to keep track of how it's going. So if you're slacking on some areas, these are the things that you're going to address. I am big on solo dates. It can be as simple as planning to cook a meal at home, no distractions, just spending time with yourself as you cook, or it can be as complex as booking yourself a trip away alone to just go and spend time with yourself. Solo dating helps you get in touch with who you really are, and it helps you see that if you can do these things to yourself, then you're not going to take anything less from someone else, right? Yeah, I will share a comprehensive video on solo dating. In the past year, I did a lot of solo dating, and I do still continue with solo dating. I have 4 solo dates every month, a solo date a week. It doesn't matter whether I'm broke or I have money, I have to have my solo date, and I have crafted them so well that I am able to budget towards the ones that need money, and the ones that don't need money, then I just organize and make sure I make time for them to happen. I will share a video on solo dating and the benefits that you get from doing that in detail. But if you're looking to internally glow up, girl, date yourself. Date yourself. Another thing that has contributed to my internal glow up is practicing mindfulness. As I mentioned, I read this book, Things That You Can Only See When You Slow Down. I learned that we are always worried about tomorrow. We are always worried about the next thing, tomorrow, in the evening, the next hour. What will I be doing? I've done this. What should I do? And it's steals away from the life that we're supposed to be enjoying. It keeps us away from focusing on the things that make us happy. Yet, why are we even doing it? Why are we worried about tomorrow and we still have many hours to live today? So for me, it's hard, I won't lie. Practicing mindfulness is quite a challenge, especially if you're an overthinker. But with time, you start getting ways of adding those little mindful moments in your day to make it even easier as you go. For me, it's sitting down and enjoying my breakfast, no TV, no phone, no music, just eating my food and savoring on the taste. And then another way that I practice mindfulness is in the shower. I just look at my skin and the way I'm feeling as I scrub my body and as I oil my body. When I am doing my skincare, I also tend to be quite mindful. I look at my eyes and I look at my nose and my hair. It's those little tiny moments of being mindful slowly add up. The simple things that you do in your day start to make sense and start to look more important because you're paying attention to them. There's something so fulfilling about learning a new skill that keeps me from just learning new skills. I never get to a point of knowing that I know everything, I won't need to learn anything else. I am always looking for things to learn. And let me tell you guys, my whole career is built on skills that I taught myself. I didn't teach myself because someone had to teach me, but there are things that I had to actively learn how to do and then eventually monetize them and made them my career. Like creating videos. Did I ever see a camera anywhere in my whole entire life? I hadn't seen one until I got one, and I had to Google, I had to go on YouTube, I had to learn, how do I use this camera, what are the settings, how do I position it, what kind of lighting do I need, all those kind of things. And you keep learning as you go. Same as with writing, I did a lot of research on how writing works. What do I need to know as a writer? How do I write my introductions? How do I write my conclusions? Learning new skills boosts your confidence so much, you just want to keep learning. This year, one of my goals is to learn how to design websites. I am not a techie at all. I am the worst when it comes to tech stuff and tech language, but I am willing to learn. I am willing to take classes on that. I am willing to fail. I am willing to sit and not understand until I understand. So if you want to glow up from the inside out, learn new skills. These don't have to be skills that you want to monetize. It can be basic stuff that you want to enjoy, like coloring, like cooking, like crocheting, whatever it is that you want to learn that you don't know but you're willing to learn. Please take on that new skill. Expose yourself, put yourself out there and learn that thing that you've always said you wanted to learn, and you will see your confidence improve. I have some lifestyle tips to help you glow up generally, not physically, not internally, not emotionally, mentally, just in general, and I'm going to quickly share with you so that we can wrap this up. But there are about 10 tips. So the first tip is to personalize your glow up. My glow up might not look like your glow up. What feels like a glow up to me might not feel like a glow up to you. To you, you might want to learn makeup and beat your face to the gods. To me, it might be I want to build a nice skincare routine so that I don't have to wear makeup. So glow up can be different for everyone, and what you need to be really careful with is just copying people's glow up journeys. Sit down and write down what you really want to improve and then stay the course and work on that. It doesn't have to look like what is commercialized as glow up, as long as it's just glow up for you, according to you. Another lifestyle tip to help you glow up is to create a morning and evening routine. It's the beginning of the year, it's the best time to reset, it's the best time to start introducing healthy habits, and a morning and evening routine are a good way to start on that. So for me, I am quite struggling because I think fatigue caught up with me. I am sleeping so much, I don't even understand. So it's becoming a struggle for me to wake up in the morning, and it's also a struggle to fall asleep at night. But I'm giving myself so much grace, and I'm being kind to myself and allowing myself to learn as I go and just listening to my body. But my hope is that I will be able to create a morning routine that I can stay consistent on and that I can follow to help me with my productivity, because that's also another goal of mine. I want to stay productive, I want to make the best use of my time, and without a routine I won't be able to succeed in that. Another tip, look good to feel good. I already spoke about creating a style for yourself for the physical glow up, but you need to feel good. So find things that make you feel good. For me, it's tiny little dresses like the one I have on. I want to just feel sexy at home, I want to feel confident, I want to feel pretty, and tiny little dresses do that for me because I can see my calves and it gives me some sort of confidence. For you, it could be a nice loungewear set. Whatever that looks like, make sure you look good, because from that you will feel good. The other point is to make small promises to yourself and keep them. This is the only way you're going to build self-trust and discipline. So if you say you're going to wake up at 8 a.m., make sure you wake up at 8 a.m. If you're going to say, I'm going to drink 2 liters of water today, make sure you drink 2 liters of water today. As you do that and as you keep your own promises, you build your confidence and you build your discipline and you build your self-trust. You're able to trust yourself more. So even when you're making other bigger decisions, you're able to know that yes, this is exactly what I want to do, and you won't be doubting yourself. So that is really important, and it's a part where I am really intentional about for myself. I want to keep my own promises so that if I expect someone to keep their promises, then I can at least say I am keeping my own promises. Then I can't expect them to keep the promises they make to me. Another part, plan a budget and stick to it. I know us impulse buying girls are struggling with this, but we have to stay on budget. When I was planning my year, and I talk about this in the next video that I will share over the weekend, I took some time to write down a budget on, you know, everything. How much are my bills? How much money do I need for my shopping? How much money do I need for my maintenance? You know, I've even allocated a little self-care budget for like my solo dates, for my flowers, for my chocolates, for my nice little shower gels that I buy all the time. I've had to allocate all that. Sticking to a budget is also helping me so much with self-discipline, because sometimes you see something online and you want to buy, but the budget doesn't allow. And because I have major financial goals this year and even in the years to come, I have to stay disciplined and spend my money accordingly. So while you're glowing up, honey, while you're going to the spa and while you're doing your hair every week, make sure you have a budget and stick to it. Another lifestyle tip that I can share is to commit to taking care of yourself. It can be physically, emotionally, mentally, and all that. First, make it a commitment. Commit to taking care of yourself. Take pauses and ask yourself, am I caring for myself? This thing that I am doing, is it contributing to my self-care? Is it making me a better person? Is it making me improve? Am I making changes that I would be proud of or not? So commit to taking care of yourself. Just as we commit to boyfriends and friends and all that, you need to make a commitment with yourself and to yourself to take care of yourself. Another thing, you have to keep your space tidy and organized. Your space reflects what's going on in your mind, and the day I learned that, I realized, oh my god, I have been doing so badly, because I used to stay in a mess and I would be okay with it, and I would be like, it's just my house, I live alone, nobody cares, nobody will see it. But it had so much impact on my mental health and on my emotional health that the day I started to keep my space clean, tidy and organized, I realized I was feeling better and I was showing up better. When I wake up and make my bed and organize my pillows nicely and beautifully, I feel better about myself. I feel good about myself. When I go to bed and I make sure I leave the couch tidy and my blankets folded, I feel good about myself, and that is so important. And again, my space needs to support my self-care goals. I am more likely to wake up and show up for myself if my space supports me with that. So make sure you're staying in a space that is organized and tidy, and when you do make a mess, that's fine. We all need to make messes. We need to cook, so we will definitely have dishes in the sink, but try and keep your space tidy and organized to support your glow up journey. The other thing is to have a to-do list every day and hold yourself accountable to it. I am a pro on writing to-do list, but sometimes I just write them and that's it. I don't get to do everything that I wanted to do, and I just don't, pay attention to what I did and what I did not. It's a good step that I am able to write, but I need to hold myself accountable and see, okay, I wrote this, then why didn't I do it? Then I need to do it. Tomorrow I'm going to write 3 things and I will make sure that I do those 3 things. Again, this boils down to building discipline, building self-trust, and keeping your own promise. promises. Write your to-do list. It doesn't matter whether you're going to work at the office or you work from home like me. Have a to-do list. Have something that is guiding you on how your day should look like. That way, at the end of the day, you're able to see, okay, how was my productivity today? What did I do wrong? What did I not do? What will I do better tomorrow? You're more likely to hold yourself accountable with a list. Another thing that you need to do is to ask for help when you need some. You cannot be superhero honey and glow up at the same time. If you're overwhelmed with work, hire someone to help you with it. If you're trying to do something and you're sure you can't do it, get someone to do it for you. If you need a skill, learn the skill or ask someone that knows how to do it to help you. If you're struggling with your mental health, go seek therapy. If you're feeling low and you want to talk to someone, call your friend and talk to someone. Make use of the people in your life. Make use of the resources you have to help you and to support you. So if you feel like you're overwhelmed and you feel like, oh my god, how am I going to deal with this, ask for help. I know sometimes we feel like asking for help shows weakness, but it's actually strength. You being able to admit that, yes, I am struggling here and I need some help here, is strength. It's not weakness at all. So ask for help. A very interesting tip: start tapping into your feminine energy. This is a whole topic on itself, but I will say we are just built differently. Women are built beautifully to start, and we have this energy. We have both energies. We have masculine energy and we have feminine energy, and the key is to have a balance on both. We need both. When I am at work crushing goals and writing and shooting videos and editing, I am most likely in my masculine energy, and it's the doing energy. It's the do. Yeah, perform, do, shout, do the best, whatever. That's masculine energy. But when I am home, drinking my cup of tea, taking my sensual shower, watching my movie, cozied up in a blanket, I want to be in my feminine energy, which is more restful. It's the energy of being. It's the energy of feeling. It's not the energy of what people see. It's not the energy of showing up and looking as this big human that you are, or as this girl that crushes her goals. It's not that energy. It's more like soft and calm and gentle and collected. That's the energy that we need to really tap into. For me, when I am in my feminine energy, I am quite creative because I am in touch with myself. I'm able to see, I can come up with this idea and this idea and this idea, and then I tap into my masculine energy to do. So I try to balance both. Sometimes there's a misbalance because these things, they are not things that you really get to perfect. Sometimes you will find yourself more in your masculine energy when you need to be in your feminine energy, but tapping into it and staying in touch with it and knowing that I am operating from my feminine energy is so impactful in your glow up journey. This is a whole topic that we need to sit down and have a conversation. I think maybe a live would be good because I also want to hear from you guys. I think I will set up that and we can have a conversation. Let me know down in the comment section if you would love to have, a conversation around masculine and feminine energy. I am learning on it. I'm researching on it a lot, but I have practiced a few things, and I have learned that when I am in my feminine energy, I am happier, I am feeling supported, I am feeling loved, I am feeling all good things. And when I am in my masculine energy, I'm feeling bossy and I'm feeling accomplished and I'm feeling strong, and I don't need to feel that all the time. I need a balance with both. But for your glow up, you need to tap into your feminine energy for sure. The other tip that I have is cycle syncing. So our cycles affect how we act and how we respond and how productive we are. And for me, I've tried to learn how to make use of my luteal phase and my follicular phase. When I am in my follicular phase, which is the period between when my period starts to ovulation, I am energetic. That time I can do a lot of filming, I can do a lot of creative work, I can do a lot of physical tasks, I can run my errands. And on the other half of my cycle, which is the luteal phase, between my ovulation and when my period comes, I am more mellow, more tired, lazier. I just don't want to do much, and that's the time that I get creative. I just sit down. That's the time I sit down and come up with ideas. It's the time where I don't interact most with people. It's the time where I sit down and read my books. It's the time where I journal a lot. It's the time I organize my space. I do much more self-care in my luteal phase. So I've kind of learned how to take advantage of both. Like, for example, right now I am getting into my luteal phase, which is going to be more mellow and more calm, and so I am preparing for it by knowing that, oh, I need to shoot videos now before I get tired and I can't show up physically, and I'm not feeling my best, and I'm not feeling energetic. So during those times I can sit and edit, or I can sit and come up with ideas for the next phase, which I will be feeling energetic. So those are the lifestyle tips that I had to share. But you guys, leave me comments down below. Let's chat, let's talk down below. Let me know your top glow up tips that you have. I know most of us have been on this journey. I'm sure we can all learn from everyone here. Make sure you leave me your comments and let me know what you're doing in your glow up journey. And if you're well on the other side, tell us how you're feeling. Tell us how it's been for you. Tell us the challenges that you've come across in your glow up journey, and yeah, we will definitely learn something from that. But to me, I just want to see all the girlies glow up this year. I want us to take spaces. I want us to look and feel our best. I want us to crush our goals. I want us to stay productive. I want us to stay committed to ourselves. I want us to take care of ourselves, and that's why I am doing this kind of content. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me down your comments. Make sure you've subscribed. Check if you've subscribed, and if you haven't, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.